iFarms is an agricultural technology company that was established in 2015. This tech startup aims to directly connect farmers and buyers. iFarms offers a technology platform called uma.ph where food producers and local consumers engage in agricultural trade. Through UMA, farmers can post the available harvests and quantities for the day for potential customers to pick from. The whole program plans to run on a blockchain technology to integrate financial products like e-payments, online banking, and e-banking. iFarms PH was founded by Jairus Ferrer, a 29-year-old entrepreneur from Mindanao. He grew up in Bukidnon and Cagayan de Oro. Before venturing into agricultural technology, he was a model under the Professional Models Association of the Philippines, PMAP, and his body of work included walking for Philippine designer Randy Ortiz and the Philippine Fashion Week. He also started his own venture, Pronic Foods, where he distributed Senyu probiotic chicken to supermarkets. Now, he is focusing his efforts to scaling up iFarms as a producer-enabler agri-tech company.
My educational background was quite different. Only because when you're in high school, you really have no idea what you want to take in college, right? And I learned early on that those are pivotal decision-making points where it defines the next 4 or 5 decades of your life. So I ended up I would say concentrating on during the gap year, concentrating on music. I got into, like, I was always into music. I ended up helping out my bandmates. I used to be in a band, so I had two options. Either so the music was just for fun. Yeah. No, the second one was actually swimming. I used to compete in swimming. Well, I don't want to spend 5 years in the water. Like, that's every day, you know. That's a different life. So I ended up getting myself into this farming school in Bukidnon, and that was the start of the journey from to where I am today. That 4 months program within the gap year taught me more of like character and values of work. And every morning we would wake up at 4 a.m. We would read the Bible from 4 to 6, only because the guiding principle for business for us was the Bible. Right, so I'm not a spiritual person. However, we see the Bible as a business book, right? And I feel that these are, I would say, timeless principles that people forget, and they feel with the modern day technology and all of that, there are still essential principles in life that you actually have to apply. We would wake up at 4, read the Bible until 6 to 11, we would work in the farm. Every stage of my life I had a mentor. When I was in high school, I had a discipler. Okay. When I was in Bukidnon, I was spending a lot of time in the founder of the institution. Right? And talagang immersed talaga with how they think, how they do things. And volunteer. Right? So I felt before I'm able to lead my company, I was serving a lot of my mentors. And people love to share. Diba? And then, pero they'll tell me off also, Jai, nalito, okay lang. Pero I think it's good. Like, I never had a support group kasi like we're not in school, so parang I needed to find a way na what I cannot stomach is the local market here in Metro Manila are continually looking for produce. Pero pagdating sa rural areas, tinatapon lang. Right? So I saw a clear void in the market, and I could only do so much. So with the little savings again that I had from the chicken business, and at the same time with a little savings on your personal, I put up iFarms Incorporated. Okay, with an idea of like, what if we can merge agriculture and technology? And you can already see the trajectory. Obvious na siya at that time pa lang. Kita ko na yun. So, iFarms happened. I'm medyo skipping na sa mga questions.
No problem.
So, para may momentum lang yung kwento. So, what happened there was, from 2015 to 2017, dormant si iFarms. But it was because I needed to go through it alone first. How do you understand, how do you bring technology into play for such an age-old industry, especially in the Philippine setting? That's very, very tough. Kasi you're talking about we're an archipelago. If you talk to producers of mga fruits, international fruit vendors, for example, they would tell you that one of the most expensive parts of food is logistics. Mas mura pa from bringing it to Davao, one container, all the way to Japan or even Los Angeles, compared to Davao to Metro Manila. Crazy! Crazy talaga, di ba? And that's just, to me, that's just wrong. Then you find problems like, why does people from the Bicol region still buy vegetables from Metro Manila, but Metro Manila does not have any farm? Di ba? So, all of these things, and then you go to like different areas na, Jai, kulang kami dito, and then it's just weird, right? Then I realized it was information. People were limited with the information that they had. Right? That's why they were very, very dependent on traders. Because traders add value. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing. They add value, meaning they provide a service to these areas, right? So, but at the same time, I also felt na 95 to close to maybe 98% of the Philippine agriculture setting are owned by smallholder farmers. We call them independent family farms. But at the same time, they're all on their own in terms of marketing. The infrastructure is very, I would say, dated or kulang. Right? But again, you also see that there's a growing population. Right? So between 2015 to 2017 was really all about learning to see young Filipinos go back to the agricultural path and see it as a way to prosperity. The problem kasi people see agriculture now na poor lang yan. The farmers that I know are not poor. They have helicopters in the top of their houses. Hello. They have stables, you know. They have hectares and hectares of land. Here's another funny thing. Lolo, magtatrabaho sa farm. Umasenso. Papadala yung anak sa eskwelahan. Sabi ni anak, ay papa, ayaw ko na dyan, madumi, mahirap yung trabaho, and all of that. Diba? So, this guy dies or gets old, productivity goes down. He built an empire already in the farm. Kailangan mo na lang i-continue, madumi yan, mahirap yan, mainit, and all of that. So here we are, all of our nice white-collar jobs, office staff, abroad, OFW, and all of that. I mean, no offense, it's a good opportunity. But after you earn money, nabenta na yung lupa para padala sa anak, papadala yung anak sa school, trabaho, abroad, or whatever. Anong gagawin niya pag may pera na siya? Bibili ulit ng lupa.
Exactly.
Diba? It's really, really weird. Another business principle I'd like to share with you guys is use what you have. And sometimes, having a lot of money will bring you to more detriment. Alam mo bakit? Bibili ko yung solution. May pambili ka eh. Compared to like, shucks, wala ako resource. Shucks, what am I gonna do?
Nagiging creative.
Who am I gonna talk to? Baka nandiyan din tao. You start to innovate, right? So again, how did iFarms come about? The whole solution was because, again, it's not all me. I'm just saying, like, I had to bring the team to like different parts of the country to be able to understand the various issues.
Yeah.
Doon pumapasok yung design, behavioral design thinking, diba? So by principle, we only have two users: the farmer producer and the business consumer buyer. But we understood both issues nila. And now we're creating those solutions in place. So how do we create that? So I feel that we need to create this system na I need to have an army of sellers, you know, that I need to train. not the way I do it or the way that we design the system. When it came to the government naman, I have my acquaintances. The government is a very good institution. And having a startup, you need to be agile. You need to, every day is a new day. If you're very dependent on your development because of these people, you'll get very frustrated. But again, I would still acknowledge their contribution if they want. Then all of a sudden, all of these BIR stuff, you know, and then all of these permits and all of that, renewal and all, it doesn't stop, you know, and then the hardest part to work is government, you know, but again, you have to it. So again, these are the pain. I did a gig for a while for a government agency, and it was connected to DTI and Food and Drug Authority. Do you know that DTI has around 1,000, just NCR alone, consumption director. Sabi niya, Jai, do you know that I get at least 1,000 new applicants a day, and 50% of that is on food, right? And then, nagiging bottleneck nila is getting approval from Food and Drug Authority. Right? Kung ano yung natutunan mo, gawin mo lang. Diba? Kung magkamali ka, hindi, shit, sorry, diba? Wala akong magawa, but you learn. You learn, and then take it on. And then, sinasabi nila, fail. Ako hindi, more of like, gawa ka lang ng gawa, just do it, and then, mali siya, shucks, what can you do again? And then, you know, but again, have that positive attitude lang siguro. Maybe I was just built that way na parang, what a bad day. Or ganun eh. Let's sige, figure out na lang natin. Yeah, there's bills to pay. There's this thing to do. Eh di mag two jobs ka, di ba? So, usually, again, before thinking that you need capitalization for a business, baka you don't need to get capitalization. Baka yung tools already is with you. So make an inventory first of what you have. So like what are the resources that has been already provided. So I feel that grow your ability first and by using what you have. So